Hello everyone, Shawn, Kenney here playing some more Freelancer. And so in the last episode, we were just we have our mission to go capture Shawn Ashcroft. We still have a little bit of some odds and ends we'll sell here from our previous mission. So as you can see, we do, different prices that you can buy at different commodities. I'm not really going to be doing a whole lot of trading. Mostly going to be sort of the fighter route, I guess. I also picked up, it looks like a Class 3 derail. Alright, so let's mount that. Little upgrade on the ship. There we go. And so, yeah, those are more powerful weapons, I guess, and I might as well just sell this other. We have some missiles. I'm not going to use those javelin missiles. Those are basically like dumbfires. Now, I think I'm going to upgrade the shields just a little bit. But pretty much the only upgrade I have available. So, yeah, because these level 1 shields, they're not very strong, so we'll have to unmount them, and when we buy them, that should automatically mount it, and then we should be good to go here. Alright, we have enough nanobots. Alright, so we might as well head out into space and meet King. There we go. Alright. So we'll see what they continue to have for us. We're going to have to go to another system, so we're going to have to be going through a jump gate. This is kind of how the movement is handled between sectors here.
You were really okay.
Oh yeah, we're just fine. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I'm fine. Good. So what was going on down there? Who's Lonigan? I met him on Freeport 7. We just signed a deal when the station was attacked. He was injured and has been in medical ever since. I've been waiting for him to recover to get my money back. And? What did he say? Nothing about the money. He said he escaped from medical and that people were after him. I thought he'd lost it, but then these two guys appeared and shot him. Maybe he wasn't just paranoid. I'm never getting paid. Goodbye, million credits.
Goodbye, million credits.
We're almost at the trade lane.
That seems to be the recurring theme to give Trent that mercenary feel, I suppose. All he really wants is money.
Straight onto the Colorado gate. You first, Trent.
Alright, so we when I dock out here, basically it'll take us into autopilot and take us into the center, and then it'll engage the trade lane.
Activation sequence completed. Lane jump
Thanks.
initiated.
Yeah, thanks for that. So yeah, we're in the lane jump. So this is going to be, as you've seen, how you travel sort of around a sector. We're going to be heading to a jump gate where we're actually going to be traveling between sectors. Basically just like going to the next map, but it's handled pretty well. Yeah.
It's only a short run from here to the Colorado gate.
Alright,
Let's
so
go.
Now while I could, activate the docking sequence like way back here, it would take forever to basically take us through. We can just drift in, and if I can line up in the center and hit F3, as you can see, the closer you are to I guess the point where they want your ship.
Ever since the attack on Schultzky, the Navy has moved heavy battleships to all jump gates. Every ship going in or out of the New York system is being scanned.
Yeah, so as you saw, if you get close to where the autopilot is trying to take you and hit F3, it has less work to do, so it's faster. Hello, battleship.
Unity, this is Patrol Gamma 6 on special LSF assignment. Requesting permission to jump to Colorado. Over.
Patrol Gamma 6, you're clear to proceed. Over.
Roger that. Gamma 6 out.
So here we go. Here's a jump gate. So we're just going to do the same thing. Position ourselves.
Good.
And this is just basically how you move between maps. So, jump to the next sector. Alright. So I'm guessing that's kind of what they're talking about. Jump drives being
System
fixed
jump
points.
successful. All systems show green.
We may be seeing a similar
Trent,
thing in Star
take a
Citizen
position near the
as
trade lane.
when they were talking about fixed jump points
Kenney. Ashcroft has been sighted in
versus
the Kepler system.
maybe
We don't know
cruise
which way he's
engines.
going, but it looks like he's coming straight at you. Keep your eyes open. Over.
Acknowledged. Trent, we have to scan every ship that's coming through. Fly to the waypoint and take up
So
position.
we'll keep the scanners up here. Now, you can manually scan the cargo. I do need to select a target, get within range, and we'll have a little scanner button that'll appear on the bottom left window, which you'll see when we get close.
Good. Cut your engines.
Alright.
We'll wait here.
Cutting our engines.
King, Ashcroft's convoy just entered Colorado. We've set up a trap for him at Pueblo Station. Stay where you are and make sure that none of his men get away. Over.
Roger, roger.
Trent, stay sharp.
There we go. Yeah, so we just need to get within range. I don't know if these... Oh, that's King. I guess I could scan King. Those look like friendlies, but we could still scan them. And there it is. That'll tell us what they have in their cargo hold, which is, you know, handy.
Buckle up, ladies. We're headed to the New York system.
Sometimes it doesn't reveal much if they don't have anything.
Target the ships and scan their cargo.
Where did they go? There we go. Sorted by ship. On that transport. Looks like this one's ready to go.
Just keep it strict. Concentrate and be alert.
Maybe it's at Spa and Cruise. That's the way to smuggle artifacts. In with a load of shampoo, maybe. No, consumer goods.
Got him. I'm going in.
Okay.
Follow me. You are in violation of the Liberty Artifact Code and are under arrest. Cut your engines. Trent,
Yeah,
go for
there's
his
some
engines.
artifacts. Alright, we got them. Now, we can't specifically target, unless your aim is really good, specific parts like engines or weapons, but they are modeled. So, I mean, if you do, say, damage a wing that has certain weapons on it, those weapons may be damaged or destroyed. So, you know, I guess in Star Citizen what we're going to be seeing is much more realistic. Oh, hitboxes.
Alright. Are you crazy?
We took him out.
Ceasefire or you will be destroyed.
Yeah, that's the way cops work.
I hope you got good lawyers. This is abuse of power here. I'll sue.
Shawn Ashcroft, you are under arrest.
I'm not Ashcroft, you jawhead. I'm really good
Uh-oh.
at fun.
What?
The name is Cosmo Van Nostra. Remember it. I'm about to be your worst nightmare, Flatfoot. This is wrongful arrest, harassment, and one destruction of...
I don't know. Hope you have lifetime insurance, buddy.
King, our plan has failed. Ashcroft broke through our forces at Pueblo. We've lost contact with the station. Get there as fast as you can.
okay.
Hurry.
Acknowledged. We're on our way.
Where are we heading? Alright. There we go. Waypoint.
You haven't had no after this.
This could get rough. Ready your weapons.
We gotta rush to the Pueblo station. There we go. Alright. As you can see, it'll orientate you around if you come in at weird angles, which is kind of one of the funs and joys of hitting the trade lane at high speed at a weird angle. If you can if you can get it right on that spot, it won't try and reorientate you around. It'll just activate the trade lane and kick you through, which is great fun. So, here we go. Coming up on our target zone here. We'll have to, hopefully these new shields will help us out, along with the new weapon. You'll take some of these guys out.
This is Patrol Gamma 6. Engaging enemy.
Gamma 6, we're tracking 6 hostiles. We have fires on several decks, and life support is failing. We can't take much more.
Understood. Let's go, Trent.
So you can see they have little, each one has little target reticles that, you know, if that's where you aim, then that's where you'll hit. Or rather, if you aim, it's sort of automatically leading the target for you. So if you can aim for that little red dot that trails out ahead of them, then you're pretty much going to hit them. Which is really handy for, you know, including that for non-targeted. While, you know, I have one of them targeted. The other guys don't, but it's still generating those lead targets for every single one of them. So it makes it really handy. Now, I don't know. It's just a suspicion for me, but I tend to think that if you have them targeted in Freelancer, they get slightly better AI and are a little more evasive rather than these guys that are not being targeted. They seem to die easier. At least that's just my personal experience. I really couldn't tell you whether that's truly true or not, whether it's just a perception of mine, but you know, as you can see, I've been sort of doing a little bit of drifting around. Now, they've talked about control methods in Star Citizen, and, you know, while they've sort of, basically, what they're doing is they're modeling the thrusters on your ship, and they're going to deliver a certain amount of thrust to be able to rotate you in certain degrees. And so the weight of your ship, what you have equipped on it, what you have in your cargo hold, is all going to be affecting that. So a heavier ship's going to be turning and rotating and accelerating slower than a lighter ship. And that's all going to be affected by, you know, upgrades to thrusters or various other parts. Now, in Freelancer, it's kind of, each ship has basically like a turn radius. You know, they're not actually modeling anything, but you know, the feel is still fairly similar. I mean, if you get heavier ships, they don't turn around nearly as quickly as this little starfighter. And what we're probably going to see is, I hope, something along the lines, something at least a similar feel, because what you can do, you know, while you have basically the computer flying by wire, it can...
Yeah.
Alright.
Last one. Pueblo, what's your status?
We lost life support to several sections, but we're all right.
Here's the next sector over.
We set up a trap for a guy named Ashcroft, but his convoy
Some
didn't come
pirate
out of the train
activity.
as we thought. They came from the Copperton field and totally surprised us. The LSF fighters were taking
This is a
down like
mining
flies.
area.
Where are the transports?
When the fighting started, they took off into the Silverton field. We tagged one of them with a tracking device. Uploading
It's
now.
not showing enemy territory, but
Signal?
Yes, we are. Strong and clear.
there we
Thank
go.
you, Pueblo. They will pay for this.
But yeah, oh,
Ashcroft is ours. Trent,
Yeah,
head
King,
for
I'm
the
on it.
coordinates.
But so, as they've talked about as far as maneuvering and controls in Star Citizen, while they're trying to model it, it does sound like they're going along the same ways.
King,
Oh,
what
jeez.
is going on?
Junie,
Where's Ashcroft?
what do you got to say?
We're on his tail. Pueblo managed to tag one of Ashcroft's ships. We're following the signal into the Silverton field. We could use some help.
Understood. I'm ordering the Rio Grande to send several fighter wings. Don't do anything foolish, King. Wait for the support.
Alright,
Junie out.
support.
Gamma 6, this is Navy Patrol Zeta 1. Proceeding to your location.
But I know Chris Roberts has talked about in his blog about the movement system, in that the way it's going to be modeled is, you know, so if you're damaged on, say, the left side, some of your left side thrusters may be damaged. You may have limited maneuverability in certain degrees, or certain things will be sluggish maybe. But then you're going to be able to, you know, move, fly in a mode where it's always changing your velocity from your main engines. Kind of like the normal flight mode in this.
This is LSF Gamma 6. We found Ashcroft. Need immediate backup. Lock onto my
Or
signal.
as you can see,
Ignore the transports, Trent. We have to take
it
out
may
the
be able
fighters.
to switch it to different flight modes where I can orientate myself without changing my primary velocity director? Vector?
We need him alive.
Yeah. I'm traveling in one direction, but I'm able to rotate my ship 360 degrees while still traveling in that same direction. And as I've sort of shown in some previous episodes, you know, they have their certain purposes. Like, you can be a lot more maneuverable and really stick on a target close in when you're in the normal flight mode, whereas you're much harder to hit when you're glancing around, gliding around at top speed here, just basically using the tab thrusters, the afterburners. So I just sort of get boosted off at afterburner speed and just continue on in that direction, and then I'm able to rotate along that vector, shooting at ships kind of like a little turret that can move around erratically. And that's the way to go about doing it when you have, especially initial contact with lots of enemies. They're all going to be shooting at you.
All units, I found Ashcroft. He's fleeing into
Alright,
the field.
well,
I've tagged him. Trent, we
I
can't
didn't
let
see
get
him,
away.
but
Come on.
we'll get him.
Damn it. Ashcroft's making a run for it. He activated his cruise engines. Firing cruise disruptor. Damn. The disruptor missile missed Ashcroft. He's entered cruise speed. We have to hurry before he can get away. Activate your cruise engines and head for the coordinates.
Yeah, so we're in the cruise engines. That's when your systems get disabled. You're traveling at sort of like the 300, which is faster than any other travel that, you know, is possible other than through trade lanes or jump gates, of course. Now, I don't know, they've talked in Star Citizen sort of like along the lines of that top speed being sort of 0.2 of the speed of light, basically 20% of the speed of light, which would be fast, but it would certainly make you're not able to go. They said it's basically going to be a straight line type of thing. You're maybe go in that type of high speed travel directly to a point. We have yet to see sort of how that's all going to be handled, whether you're going to have maybe safe return points in your navigation system, maybe, and if things get too hot, if you can just get enough distance and then kick in your warp engines or high-speed cruise engines. Now there are cruise disruptors, so if you do later on, especially, you're going to have enemies where they do try and run.
I'm picking up a disturbance. Could be a jump hole. We have to hurry or he's going to
We'll
get
take
away.
note.
I'm picking something up on my scanners. Roger that. I'm seeing the same thing. Everybody, get ready. You'll be sorry you ever met me.
Well, I don't think so. We're going to take them apart here. But yeah, so we're not quite sure how all that's going to be working. Obviously there's probably going to be, really going to depend in a lot of ways what we see with the dogfighting module, and as far as how many ships can servers handle together fighting in one instance. How escape and maneuver from those instances is going to work. Still a lot of speculation. Yeah. We do need him alive, I suppose.
He's ejected. Trent, use your tractor beam to bring
That's
him
all
in.
good. We got him.
Zeta 1, we're taking Ashcroft back to New York for interrogation. Thanks for your help.
Try and take out some of these rogues.
Good job, Trent. Ashcroft's on ice and Junie's waiting for us in New York. I'm uploading a waypoint to the gate. Let's get going. I hope Ashcroft's
Alright, so
interrogation will shed
while I
some light on
could
the illegal
continue
artifact trade
fighting
in
these
the
guys, if I do it too long, then I will fail the mission. So, actually we're going to extricate ourselves here.
New supply of these things on a distant planet in the Omicron systems. I mean, everybody knows that there are alien ruins, but they're mostly dust, and the artifacts are just as dead as the beings who made them. Apparently, these new ones are different. They're active, and could be dangerous. Both LSF and the Liberty Navy have stepped up their patrols, and I've heard rumors within the LSF that the President will soon be banning these artifacts altogether.
Ooh, dangerous alien artifacts. I wonder where this could lead. You know, I mean, I'll admit some of the stories are a little derivative. There's inconsistent voice acting at times. At other times, hey, you got, you know, some of the top names in the voice acting game biz, like Jennifer Hale, of course, playing Junie. You know, among some others. I won't spoil the surprises.
This is Junie. King, are you and Trent all right? What is your status?
Speaking of Junie, yes, Commander Shepard.
We're fine. Mission accomplished. We broke up Ashcroft's little party. He was getting ready to move those artifacts onto the black market when we took him down.
He's trussed up
You
his
didn't kill him,
life
did you?
pod.
I remember the last time.
Negative. Trent has him tied up in his cargo hold. He deserves
Really
worse.
killed him a little.
He'll get what he deserves, but not until he's told us all we need to know. I'll make preparations for your arrival. Be careful heading back to New York. Intel advises that members of Ashcroft's gang might try to free him before we get him into lockdown. I'm still on Manhattan. Meet me there. Junie out.
Alright. So, back through the jump gate. Say, try and just get that centered exactly right, and you don't really lose a whole lot of time. You just have to go through. You know, I mean, it's a great way of doing a loading screen, as far as I'm concerned. There we go. It's almost like it's been seamless.
This is Jump Gate Control on Battleship Unity. Please identify yourselves. Over.
This is Patrol Gamma 6 on special assignment. We have a prisoner for the LSF.
Now they have to go through their talky bits before we can actually...
Over.
Acknowledged, Gamma 6. You've received priority clearance. Over.
Thank you, Unity. Out. Junie must have arranged that for us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is Junie. Change of plans. You and Trent are to
There
proceed
we
directly
go.
to the battleship Missouri near Zone 21. I'll take
That
charge of
priority
Ashcroft
access
there.
finally
Junie
kicked
out.
in.
The Missouri? Well, she's full of surprises. Usually the Navy draws the lines at Zone 21.
Zone 21.
They must really want to get their
Okay.
hands on Ashcroft. We're almost there. One more trade lane. Trent, you need to dock with the trade lane.
Okay, King. I think you're a little behind the times.
Attention
Oh,
all units.
incoming targets. I think they can try and
Intel was right. More rogues. We
capture
have to fight them off.
Shawn Ashcroft.
Fort
Who
Bush, this
knows?
is LSF Gamma
It's not
6.
gonna happen,
We're
though.
under attack and need assistance.
Taking him out.
Over. This is Fort Bush. We're launching 2 wings to assist you.
Fort Bush Wing Alpha here. Engaging enemy.
I picked up some fool on my 6.
I have enemy target in my...
Alright, take him out. Let's get him. Oh, they're certainly doing a lot more damage. They just tore through those shields. Alright. Ooh, a little bit of hull damage. I'll use some batteries, and that's what they're good for. I'm picking them up. So here we go. Clean up a few of these guys. So yeah, I'm really kind of... I'm hoping to see a lot of things that we see in, from Freelancer make it into Star Citizen. I mean, of all the games, they've certainly... I mean, especially for the time and the technology that they had, Freelancer really does give a great... I mean, it makes all the sectors fairly unique.
Last one. That was close. Thank you, Alpha.
Now,
Don't mention
they're
it,
strictly
Gamma 6.
speaking not sort of all
This way,
black
Trent.
skies. You can see it's like colored nebulas all around, and that's how they make a really good effort in trying to make each sector sort of a progression. So while you might see a large nebula,
To attack us so close to Fort
oh,
Bush.
King's gonna
Ashcroft must
give us a
really
little
know
bit of
something
exposition.
important.
He must know something, yeah. So what I was saying though is, like, so let's say you're heading towards a jump gate, you might see this large nebula spread out in the horizon, and then you go through that jump gate, and then all of a sudden you're in that nebula that you saw was way off in the distance. Or you might see a star, and then a really bright star, and then as you're traveling to the jump gate, the star and the jump gate kind of line up, and then when you jump, you're near that star. So they've done a really good job of meshing together each of the sectors as far as visual style. I'll be pointing that out as we sort of go through further, more distant sectors. There we go. We can dock with these battleships. Alright, credits.
Hold on. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, King has something to do. We have credits to get.
Are you sure you brought enough men? He's unconscious in my cargo hold.
Trent, Ashcroft is a dangerous man, and I don't like to take unnecessary risks.
We'll send old Squinty Face and the other guy.
Which reminds me,
Go
the
grab
bounty. And I owe you the access codes. They're both being uploaded to your
Excellent.
internet now. You'll also find an extra bonus.
Thanks.
You did a good job. You deserve it.
What's gonna happen to Ashcroft?
He'll be interrogated, of course. He's our best insight into the smuggling ring. I'm sure we can make him talk. Meanwhile, with your new
Sure about
security
that.
status, I suspect you'll be able to occupy your time while I'm gone.
Where are you going?
On assignment. I take orders too, Trent. But don't go too far. I might need you again.
Oh,
soon.
well then. Alright, so I guess we're going to have a little bit of free time. And what I'd like to do is, because you can get a really good little starter ship here on the battleship. Ah, there we are. Yeah, the Defender. Nice good starter heavy fighter. So, I'm going to select that. I'm not going to use the drone mines. I'm just going to unload like my old shields. So won't really need those. The Defender comes with some slightly better shields than I have already. Nanobots, any cargo we can transfer over. This will lessen the cost that we have to pay for the ship. But looks like I think we're all set. So we can just there we go. Alright, let's check out the equipment. Nice. Okay, so we can hold a couple more weapons, plus a turret, plus a torpedo or a disruptor. So, yeah, you can either load your ship out with a torpedo, which is a slow-moving, high-damage weapon for large capital ships, or the disruptor, which is really good for, you know, if you have a target going to start to flee into cruise engines. If you can get them with that cruise disruptor, it'll lock out their cruise engines long enough for you to get in close and start doing some more damage. I'm just going to top it out in a couple cheap guns there. Hopefully we'll find some more weapons. And I think this is probably a good spot to leave it off on. As you can see, I'm just going to check the commodity traders, try and add some more, you know, listing prices to my neural net. You can see, you know, let's say oxygen is or water. You know, I can buy it at Planet Manhattan and sell it on Planet Pittsburgh or sell it or buy it for 15 and then sell it for 30. So, you know, you can start to see where trade lanes start to naturally come out that you start to discover. So, I think it's a good spot to leave it off, and I'll continue on the next episode doing a few random missions. I'm Shawn Kenney, playing Freelancer. Thanks for watching. So long for now.